Ladies and gentlemen of the Burnavon, please put your hands together and show a huge welcome to the star of the show tonight, Mr. Jim McKee.
On the Cookstown, and it's a 1 mile long street here we're on. It's actually the longest street in Ireland. I can tell you some stories about this street. It's all changed now, the town. You know, there used to be checkpoints and stuff, different things through the town, and there's a lot of buildings gone and stuff, and there used to be a UDR station here, it's gone. Some of the police stations, and there's new houses built and new businesses. Some businesses gone as well.
We should go fishing. We should go fishing with Betty Jane.
I was sitting here 5 minutes before my concert in Burnavon, Cookstown, after 43 years basically, and looking forward. A bit nervous, but it's been a long sort of a time coming, but really looking forward to it. And just after a sound check with Cathal Hayden, PJ McDonald, Damien Morgan, Kojak, and young Ryan McCarty. He's about to take the stage, so he is. I brought some art with me as well, and it's out in the fire alongside my new CD, Goodness Comes from the Heart, and my first solo, just a piece off, but I've brought about 20 or 30 pieces of art, some new works and bits and pieces to sell or try and sell or generate a bit of interest, and it's out there for home to view. And just before I go, actually, I should thank my band, Keith Horan, and who's been amazing to work with my new album, Goodness Comes from the Heart, and on this tour. And he put so much into my second solo album, and he drives us around the country, and he's a great man to work with. And Ryan Gill as well. It's Keith Horn and Ryan Gill I'm playing with, and Ryan Gill is a lead guitar player from Petersburg, a fantastic player, and two great lads to work with. I'm honoured to be working with them. Please God, it all goes well, and dedicate this concert to my late father, and to a man called Desi McConnell, who was a great man in Cookstown for making change and making places like us for us to play. Burnavon Theatre, Cookstown, great venue. I'd recommend it, highly recommend it.
Give it up for Jimmy Rush here, sitting in the front. Used to be good looking. That's more like Cookstown now, lads. Get a bit of slang going here.
The house I was brought up in, number 20 Milburn Close, and the Bradleys used to live in here. Bridget Devlin, the Devons lived in here. The Faulkners lived in there. The Kennedys lived in there. Some very happy memories here. That's my bedroom there. We've still got a flagpole now. I used to never have a flagpole, but I can tell you some stories here. Kissed some of my first girls up on that wall. Along here, this building here used to be a workhouse actually. So there should be a plaque on the wall here. My grandmother, Britta McKee, went to this workhouse. She was adopted out of this workhouse, which was there, 1841. And ironically, we ended up living just up the road from her, in St Jean's. We used to live in a house previous at Milburn Close, Monrush. In 1981, during the hunger strike, Bobby Sands, and around that time when he died of hunger, all the Protestant Catholic families that were living in this housing estate, all the Catholic families were patter bombed out and had to leave. So we had to move from there, and we ended up moving up here, and all the Protestant families were left behind. And then some other parts of the town, the Protestant families were moved out of the Catholic areas, so it became separated. One end of the town, or parts of the town, were all Protestant people, other parts of the town were all Catholic people.
I first met Jim in Cookstown here at a session in the Belfast House. Mario O'Connor called it at the time, and he had worked previously with my brothers in England. I didn't know him at the time, and I met him first there, and I got to know him, and we started to play out sessions and stuff, you know, the jazz music and that.
We're under a brick moonlit night tonight with Jimmy boy. The fairies dance at the foot of the garden.
He was writing these songs and that. He lived in Norway as well for a while. In fact, it was when I came back from Norway that I first met him here in Cookstown. And I think from nobody knew him really as a musician in Cookstown, but now he's got so much airplay in that, and he's released, as I say, his first album, and now this is his second one. He's gained a huge respect in Cookstown now, I think.
This is a very special place to me. This is up in the Fair Hill in Cookstown, St Jean's. The Pauper's Graveyard. There's 13,000 people buried here, so and unmarked graves, and you know they're sort of coming from the workhouse and stuff in the infirmary. My first art teacher, Master Jim Long, he great actor and a great singer, good art teacher as well. We get the stone erected in memory of these people. So my parents nowadays live just a couple of doors away from it. Sometimes at night you can actually feel this energy. I could tell you stories, you know, about sort of some of the things I've felt or the dreams I've had in this sort of place. All those perished locally during the famine, all of those buried in the Pauper's Graveyard, erected at the Cookstown District Council, 21st of November 1997. I know my Master Long was involved in getting that stone erected. Fair play to him.
It's not the same anymore. All the faces are gone, and some hold on. And just one more look, for old time's sake, some have split.
My name's Cathal Hayden. I live about 10 miles from here, a place called Pomeroy. I know Jim from about 20 years ago. I used to play in a sort of little session here in the town, and Jim started coming in to play along with us, you know. And then later, when he was recording his first album, he asked me to play on some of the tracks, and we played on a lovely song he wrote called Uncle Pete, and I put a little fiddle on that. And then the next thing I heard about was, you know, his fantastic painting, you know, the artistic side of Jim. And I was amazed when I saw some of the work that he was doing, and he's got a great band here with him tonight, and I'm looking forward to hopefully remembering those songs that we recorded on the first album. So we're gonna do a few of those, you know.
In the drizzle of rain, I go for a walk. And how's it going from across the street?
This is Greenvale and sort of Sullenboy, close to Rathbeg. But if you look up on the hill here, there's a couple of Scotch pine trees. They're actually old forts from way back, and there's houses there now built. But this is the sign of the O'Neills and the sort of the forts. And if you go back, go around here, sort of around the back of my head here, and just swoop around here, you'll see this is just up on the hill here. This is the graveyard. Up on the top of the hill here, there's more trees. That's another fort, sort of. That's my art teacher's buried up there, so he is, and that's the graveyard. And my father, God rest him, he's up there as well. But that's just some of the signs of the sort of the fort. I'll take you out and show you where the O'Neill's fort is as well. It's a very special place, you know.
There's a man that sticks in my mind from years ago, and he's an unbelievable player. Actually, I was in his kitchen last night and we were playing, and I videoed him playing. And we were playing. I said I'm going to leave at about 12 o'clock, you know. 3 or 4 o'clock I left, and we were standing rocking in the middle of Union Place, in a kitchen, like as if we were playing till Wembley.
My name's Damien Morgan, probably better known to all as Kojak. It was a homecoming for me as well to see Jim, because I haven't seen him for a long time. Unfortunately, last year he lost his father, and I played over his father's grave, and he asked me for to come here tonight for to sing the song that I played over his father's grave at the burial. And it will be a sad song to sing. I know it's going to be a sad song to sing. It'll be sad for him too. But hopefully it'll be a wee bit more light-hearted tonight.
I'm in love with a Jersey girl. Sing sha-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la. Oh yes, I'm in love with a Jersey girl. Sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
It revived a lot of memories, but it was a happy memory tonight. It wasn't a sad occasion. But I suppose the longer you're grieving, it doesn't get easier, but it certainly, time heals.
I have to say this wholeheartedly, you know, to be honest, I genuinely wouldn't have a music career, you know, or an art career really, or a boxing career without my mother, you know. That's a fact. She's always there, you know, so thanks, Mummy.
Really enjoying the night. Glad that it went so well for him and all his good friends in Cookstown giving him all the support that he needed to get him through it.
Glad you all turned up to listen to me poetry. The music isn't bad either.
Grandmother's father was one of the O'Neills. So it was Arthur Bruce O'Neill, I think his name was. He was a brother of, they were a blood relative of the O'Neills, President of Northern Ireland, Terence O'Neill and them people. I didn't know this when I was growing up, you know, but I only found it out in the last 20 years, you know, or 15 years. My cousin Tom Doyle done research, they traced all our blood back and found all this stuff out. But it all makes sense now, because when I was a kid I used to always love going to places up playing in the forts and stuff and in Rathbeg, and little did I know that I had ancestors who would have been running around them famous forts.
I really enjoyed the gig tonight. I found that Jim has just been a massive talent, and the gig here tonight was just something else. Like.
Great gig, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good to see Jim's home crowd and feel like I've been introduced to his family or something. It's a really nice gig. It's great fun to play with some great musicians there actually. Kings of Ireland really came together, that was nice, yeah.
Because we've never done it in that format before with those guys on stage.
They were kings of Ireland.
I grew up like quite a number of people in the audience tonight on the same housing estate with his dad, and to see him come back home, it's like he does it for all of us to take for his dad and I came from Rathbeg and Cookstown and Coal Island, and say we produced Jim McKee is probably one of the best things we've all done.
1903 in America, 19 years old on the dusted trail, blind to Frank went far from the cathedral city, high the saddle. They were kings of Ireland. They were kings.